probably only know some things about me. I just want to give a very little bit of my history. I've been active in street and community politics in this country since I was 15 and still at school, which is why I just love seeing the rangatahi active. I was first arrested in protests when I was 16, and I kept that up for many years. And John Minto and I knew each other well in '81, and that's when I first met Hune as well. I was very active in the unemployed and beneficiaries movement here in Auckland and in the north, in the Auckland Unemployed Workers' Rights Centre, with the People's Centres, and also I was the national coordinator for Te Ropu Rawapori Aotearoa in the 1980s. And I was active in the unemployed movement from 1983 to 1999. So I spent many years working with and for unemployed people and beneficiaries, both in street mahi, fighting politically, but also in setting up the Auckland People's Centres in Auckland and South Auckland, where we ran medical, dental, educational, small business and other services for many thousands of low-income people in the city. For 10 years, from 1999 to 2009, I was a Member of Parliament for the Green Party, and the main portfolios I held there were in welfare, employment, local economic development, children, mental health, ACC, housing, a lot of the issues fighting for pohara people, but a lot about jobs as well, about looking for solutions. I left the Parliament in 2009, and since then I've been mainly a student and also working politically. Last year with the Alternative Welfare Working Group, standing up to what this government's doing on welfare. This year I've been part of a new group called Auckland Action Against Poverty. I've gone back to where I began with street action on unemployment, poverty and welfare, and we're out doing pickets and demonstrations, and anyone's welcome to join us there as well. The reason that I joined Mana the day that it launched is because I think this is the most amazing opportunity. I've never seen it in a lifetime of political action. I mean, there's so many reasons to be excited by what's happening here today. But I think the two things for me are, firstly, that this is a kaupapa in which I totally believe. There's no fussing around, it's very solid. We stand on Māori land. This is a party for all of us who recognise the place of tangata whenua and mana whenua, the place of te tiriti o Waitangi, for any of us to stand. And that's an amazing thing, to finally have a political place where we can do that together. Secondly, it's a party that understands that we can stand up and speak the truth about what is happening to the people who are most exploited, most vulnerable and having the hardest time in this country. We don't have to pretend anymore. I've talked about this with Matt a lot, because Matt and I have been fighting in union and beneficiary struggles for a long time. That so often in other parties we've had to cover it over and make it sound nice. It's not nice. This is a war on the poor. The rich are waging a war on the poor, and we've got to stand up and speak the truth about what's happening, what is happening for Māori, for Pacifica, and Hune Harawira has led the way, and I just have so much respect for him. I know what he's gone through into Whare Parramatta, because I was there with him for some time and saw what happened to him. I know what it's like there. It's a place that crushes you. But Hune has not been crushed. I wasn't crushed either. And this party needs people who won't be crushed, who have the courage and the ability and the brains and the raw strength to stand up to that system front on, as Hune did the day he tried to take the oath. That was a beautiful action when they took that day, and things are going to change because of that. But that's how Mana is going to lead. I'm asking here to be, I really feel humbled by the support that Mana Waikakere has shown me, because the people there don't really know me very well, and we're just starting to get to know each other, and yet they've still supported me, because what I'm saying to them is I live in the Henderson area, and I would like the opportunity to stand in the Waitakere electorate, because I live in that area, but also because Paula Bennett is... She is like my enemy number one, because she was trying to bring in these, she's already bought into terrible welfare reforms, and people are suffering every day at the working incomes. But it's going to get a lot worse if National gets taken. And I really want to mount a front-on struggle against Paul of bennett in her place. So that's why I'm asking to stand in that electorate. But of course, if Mana doesn't want me to, let's take a pie. And of course, I'm also seeking for consideration for the party list. And so thank you very much for supporting me so far. It's wonderful to be part of this hoku, that you've accepted all of us here to be part of the hope of the future for all our people. Kia ora.